Here's a question for you. Do you ever take a road trip and find yourself lost in thought? You know, driving along, music's playing, the scenery is whizzing by, and then suddenly you realize, how the heck was all this even built? Maybe you found yourself stuck in traffic and thought, why is this highway such a mess? Why did they put that exit right there? Well, today, you're in for a treat because I'm going to reveal some crazy, curious, and even bizarre facts about the highways of the United States. Stuff that's right in front of our eyes, but most people never notice. And yeah, there's a road that sings, a highway that disappears into the ocean, and even stretches designed for warplanes. Stick with me till the end, because there's one detail that will completely change how you see a simple road trip. The United States has the largest road network in the world. Over 4 million miles of highways, enough to circle the Earth more than 150 times. But the most impressive part isn't the size. It's the logic behind this giant web of asphalt. Interstate highways follow a secret code that's actually hiding in plain sight. Routes that run east to west have even numbers. North to south? Odd numbers. It's a system that turns chaos into direction. If you're on I-10, you're crossing the country. On I-95, you're slicing down the East Coast. It's like every number is a disguised GPS coordinate. But the real reason these highways exist goes far beyond making travel easier, and has to do with tanks, airplanes, and a fear that once shaped history. Behind the concrete curtain lies a story not often told. The U.S. interstate highway system was built with a military purpose. Yep, these roads were designed as a strategic weapon. Back in the 1950s, during the Cold War, President Eisenhower wanted to make sure that if the country was ever attacked, the military could move quickly across land, troops, tanks, even planes. And as wild as it sounds, some stretches are so long and straight they can be used as emergency runways. That's not a coincidence. It's military planning. Oh, and there's a weird rule. Every certain number of miles, there must be a completely straight stretch. Now you know why. But while some roads were made for tanks, others were built for comfort, even in extreme cold. Imagine driving in the middle of winter and not having to worry about icy roads. In places like Minnesota and Colorado, that's real life. Some highways there have built-in heating systems under the asphalt. They use geothermal energy or electric cables to melt the ice automatically. It's like the road is wearing a heated blanket. Sounds like science fiction, but it prevents thousands of accidents every year. And now from heat to harmony, because some roads don't just keep you safe, they actually sing. Yep, you heard that right. There are roads in the US that literally play music while you drive. They're called musical roads. The magic happens through tiny, precisely placed grooves in the pavement. When your tires hit them at just the right speed, the vibrations create a melody. On a stretch of Route 66 in New Mexico, for example, if you're driving at the right speed, your car plays America the Beautiful. Cool, right? But it's also smart. It encourages drivers to slow down without them even realizing it. Speaking of safety, even the design of the letters on highway signs plays a bigger role than you'd think. Ever notice how US road signs have a very specific look? The most common font is Highway Gothic, designed to be crystal clear even when you're doing 75 miles an hour. But in 2004, a better version came out, Clearview. It has wider, more open letters that improve visibility, especially at night. Seems like just a design tweak, but if you can read a sign 1 second faster, that could be the difference between a close call and a crash. Not every road was a hit, though. Some became ghost highways. All across the US, there are abandoned, unfinished, or just forgotten roads. One example? I-375 in Detroit. It was built but never got the traffic it was supposed to and destroyed entire neighborhoods in the process. Others were shut down due to geological risks, structural issues, or if you believe some theories, because they hide government secrets. Some of these roads still show up on Google Maps. Others gone for good. And even the roads that are fully operational might be hiding a surprising truth. You could be paying for them without even knowing it. You might have never set foot in the US, but part of your money might be keeping their highways running. How? Lots of international companies, including Brazilian ones, invest in road concession and maintenance contracts in the US. That means part of the taxes you pay here might be spinning tires over there. It's a reminder that everything is connected, even asphalt. And to wrap things up, here's a highway that looks like it's straight out of a movie, because it literally vanishes. There's a stretch of road in North Carolina that just disappears. It connects Hatteras Island to the mainland, but it's only visible and drivable when the tide is low. When the tide rises, the road is swallowed by the Atlantic Ocean. Locals and tourists have to check the tide charts like they're catching a train. Miss the timing and you're stranded. It's the kind of road that challenges nature and the fast pace of modern life. After all this, driving will never feel the same again, right? Because behind every highway, there's more than just concrete. There's history, strategy, creativity, and even poetry hidden in the pavement. Now you know a sign, a line on the road, or the sound of your tires can tell some amazing stories. Now, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who loves the open road or lives behind the wheel. And let me know in the comments which of these highway facts blew your mind the most. See you next time, and remember, the world is full of roads, but it's the little details that make each one unforgettable. Before we wrap things up, I've got a question for you. You know how we talked about how some roads like the one in North Carolina disappear with the tides? Well, how about a road that literally disappears and reappears? I'm talking about a place in Oregon where cars vanish and reappear. People come from all over to witness this strange phenomenon. Now, I've seen a lot of cool stuff on my travels, but this was something else. What's happening here? Well, what you're seeing is called a mirage, the same thing that makes those shimmering pools of water appear in the desert. But how does this happen in Oregon? Well, you see, the coastal area has these huge sand dunes, and the sun beats down on them during the day, heating them up. The air above the hot sand rises rapidly, creating these small whirlwinds. As the air rises, it carries with it water vapor from the nearby ocean. When the air cools off high up, the water vapor condenses, forming clouds of varying shapes and sizes. These clouds obscure the view of the road, making it seem like it's floating in midair. It's a mind-bending optical illusion. The road isn't really disappearing. It's just hidden by these temporary clouds. This happens in other parts of the world too, like the deserts of Australia and the salt flats of Bolivia. So keep your eyes peeled. You never know when you might witness something like this. Now, I didn't mention any of this in the main video because it would have taken away the element of surprise. But here's the kicker. Some people think this road doesn't just appear and disappear randomly. They believe it has a deeper meaning, a secret message encoded in its movements. Here's what they say. Pay attention to the date and time when you see this phenomenon. The numbers can add up to a significant date in history, like a birthday or a historic event. For example, if we take the current date and add the numbers, we get 2023. And if we add those digits together, we get 6. Now, according to some, when the road appears and disappears 6 times, it could signal something important coming in 2023. But what? No one knows for sure. Some believe it's a warning about climate change. Others think it's a clue about a major political event. There are even those who believe it's a message from extraterrestrials. Of course, most of this is speculation. There's no scientific basis for these claims. But who knows? Maybe there is some hidden pattern behind the road's behavior. Now, I'm not usually one to jump into theories like this, but there's something about this disappearing road that just makes you wonder. What do you think? Is there some deeper meaning behind this phenomenon, or is it just a fun quirk of nature? Let me know in the comments. And hey, if you liked this adventure, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel and click the bell so you don't miss any of our explorations. Thanks for joining me on this journey. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the world's hidden wonders.
Attention. Pay very close attention. I'm about to show you something incredible in the next 3.1 seconds. Do you want access to Google certification methodology where you can earn $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, or even more? It's a methodology that very few people know about, a true blue ocean opportunity. Many people are making excellent money with this approach. Remember, this is not easy money. Easy money doesn't exist. This is something Google itself offers, and very few people are aware of it. Anyone can apply this methodology. We present the entire process in an ebook. It's something that has high demand in today's market. A huge opportunity, and you don't need to sell courses or anything like that. Plus, you can do everything from home. The original price of the ebook is $147, but you'll only pay half that, which is $73. Actually, you won't even pay that. The price you'll pay is just $9.97. It's practically free considering the value you're getting, and you'll also get an amazing 100% free bonus. And your risk is zero, because after your purchase, you still have a 7-day guarantee to ask for your money back. We give you access to all the content and the bonus, and you still have the guarantee to get your money back. Hurry and get the ebook at this promotional price, as it could go up at any moment. Click the link in the first pinned comment.